What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today, this morning, because this is 10 AM and it's live, I've got some just games that I played. I played 3 or 4 games. I'm going to show you the gameplay of those games here today. Maybe one of them will be chopped down. I'm post-comming this gameplay, but I'm not watching the games whilst I do it. I've picked out the comments that I want to read. I'm going to get through all of the comments and then that will just be the length of the video. So the final game might get shortened in the meantime. First things first, if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, it'd be much appreciated. Let me actually go to a comment that is important from Sahem Samarneh. I hope I pronounced your name right, dude. I apologise if I didn't. He says, "Hey Nep, this video didn't pop in my sub box. Dear God, YouTube is a mess right now. YouTube doesn't want you to spam us with your content while we can't wait for you to upload. Love your content, Nep. Keep it up." Thank you for the kind words, dude. That got a lot of thumbs up. I got 2 things for that. Number one, of course, many of you would have seen it from content creators over your timeline and stuff, but subscribing to a YouTuber now isn't enough. YouTube released a statement in the previous few days that basically said, even if you're subscribed to a channel on YouTube, they won't give you their content if they don't think you want to watch it, because they don't want to like flood people and spam them with content. And that kind of entirely defeats the purpose of subscribing to a channel, right? If I subscribe to a channel, I just expect to see their content in my sub box, and then it's on my, it's my decision then to either watch or not watch that content. It's not on YouTube to say, oh, we actually don't think he's going to want to watch that, so we just won't show it to him anyway. So the way to counter that is there is a little bell next to the subscribe button on my videos, and that is a notification setting. You now have to click that bell and turn that on so you will get notified via your method of choice. I think it can be through a push notification on your phone or through an email to your email. You can get notified when I upload or when I go live, because I've been live streaming a fair amount recently. So if you're worried that you're missing out on videos, or if you're like Sahem and multiple people that tweet me every day saying this wasn't in my sub box, just hit that little bell and let's go from there. And although FIFA is in a state right now, you know, it's in a weird position right now, FIFA, the views on the Road to Glory are generally lower than they've ever been, even since FIFA 16 Road to Glory started. And that's in no small part, of course, that's largely due to the fact that the content is different this year, FIFA's different this year, Fortnite is here and people are playing that in their droves. Yeah, it's largely due to, well, it's partly due to the fact that YouTube have just decided, for some of you, that they don't want you to watch my videos anymore. Apparently I'm not good enough for you. Next comment is from the dude Abides. Says, did you ever think about just keeping R9 and selling Henri and just trying to build up your coins from there? Maybe start playing FUT Champs seriously from now until Team of the Season. Then you should have enough coins to splurge during Team of the Season and still have the benefit of keeping R9. Then, when prices to craft Prime R9 go down, you can use your current R9 to craft or sell him to use another icon. You still have lots of coins to play with. Just for selfishly, I want to see you play with R9 a lot. Yeah, I did consider it, especially after how well I was playing with him. Like right now, you're watching some games right now. I actually live streamed a few games that went live yesterday. I'm currently, at the time of recording this video, it's almost 9 PM on Sunday, so I haven't got much time to play many more games, but I'm currently, at the time of recording this video, 14-2, and that is in no small part due to the fact that R9 is utterly ridiculous. He has scored some goals that no other player I've used so far this year in FIFA can score, and so he's been amazing. With that being said, I just don't want to, you know, like we wasted 1 million coins or so on Team of the Year by inappropriately purchasing and selling players. And that was 1 million coins that could have been good enough to buy a 98 Team of the Season Hazard at the end of the year. You know, last year's 98 Team of the Season Hazard I bought for like 875,000 coins. So that was 1 million coins that has just been wasted. And the last thing I would like to do is to keep hold of Ronaldo, watch his price plummet from 3.2 million down to 2.2 million and lose another 1 million coins. In terms of taking FUT Champs seriously from now until Team of the Season, I just don't have the time right now. You know, obviously I've got a sick dog and I've got that requires a lot of attention throughout the evening, because I explained this on stream. I'll explain it to you guys as well, so you kind of understand a little bit more where I'm coming from. Basically, at Christmas time, which is when I stopped playing FUT Champs seriously, my dog went into heart failure. He's an old dog. He's at the end of his lifespan. That generally, you know, his average lifespan for his dog. and he went into heart failure. And what happens is the meds that they put him on require him to drink an incredible amount of water, which means obviously his bladder gets full up a hell of a lot quicker, and then he needs to pee more, he needs to use the bathroom more. So during the evenings, it's me that lets him out. So sometimes 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, I have to get up, go and let him out. And what happened was there was some times where I was playing it just in games, not necessarily FUT Champs, because this is this is constant, this isn't just on the weekends. But there were times where I'd just be playing in a game and I'd be like, okay, my dog's barking, I've got to go. And I'll go and let him out, let him do his business, let him back in and, take care of what I had to, because I have to give him some tablets late at night as well. And then by the time I get back up to my office, I've forfeited the game because the timer has run out. So it kind of stunted my ability to play or record anything late at night, which is one of the reasons why my streams have kind of really deteriorated since Christmas. And one of the reasons why I play a lot less FUT Champs as well since Christmas, because I just don't have the time to be able to do it like I used to. Like normally, like right now, 9 o'clock on Sunday, I've still got 24 games to go. There are some Sunday nights I'll just sit there and bash all of those out. I genuinely can't do it this Sunday. And that causes me issues because when my girlfriend gets up at around 8 o'clock with my son and my daughter, so between sort of like 10, 11 p.m. when she goes to bed and when like 6 a.m. when I go to bed, I have to let my dog out a lot between those 7-hour period. And then also I have a 5-week-old son, so taking care of him a lot of the times during the evenings means that I can't play games or can't record videos and stuff, and it just hampers it. So it would be unreasonable for me to all of a sudden say, do you know what, I can start playing 40 games of FUT Champs, because the likelihood is I just can't. The likelihood is I won't be able to get there. So, if I was still playing 40 games of FUT Champs a week, and if I was still getting Elite 3 or better every week, I would consider keeping R9. I'd be like, hey man, I'm making at least 150, 200,000 coins a week. We'll make 800, 900,000 coins between now and Team of the Season, just from FUT Champs alone. We'll go from there. But yes, it's just not feasible at this moment in time. When things change, when my son sets into a more like regular sleep pattern where he has more set times where he's sleeping and starts sleeping for 4 hours at a time instead of right now where it's like 1 to 2 hours at a time, I have a lot more time. And when the inevitable happens and my dog sadly passes in the coming months, I'll also have a lot more time to be able to do things then. But between now and then, I'm in a little bit of a limbo situation, and it's just not ideal. But I appreciate your guys' support through it, and I mean that not in the sense of because a lot of you wouldn't have known those issues are going on in life, but I appreciate the support in the sense that you're still turning up to watch these videos. 40 to 70,000 people are watching every single Road to Glory video, which is insane. And today, when I live streamed earlier, we had 5,500 people watching Play FUT Champs, which is absolutely incredible at this stage in FIFA on a YouTube stream. So I can't thank you guys enough. The next comment is from Bart. He says, why do you even put 96 Ronaldo at your thumbnail? Come on, man. And there was a response to that from Grom. Said NepentheZ has kind of had this kind of thing before. It's definitely not his fault. He normally tells the designer of the title video and the designer then makes a thumbnail. So he should probably have him to change it, but it's not a big deal. NepentheZ never been a game clickbaiting. And I appreciate what Grom says, because that's kind of how it is. Like, I basically said to in fact, I'll read the DMs to my graphics guy. I said to him, thanks dude for that. Today we'll need, wait, no, that's tomorrow's thumbnail. That's for the thumbnail for this video. So yesterday I said to him, we'll need today, please, Draft to Glory, and then gave him amazing draft rewards. Road to Glory, R9 is a beast. I didn't specify to him what version of R9 it was, so he just did the 96 version. However, I don't agree with what Grom says, where he says it's definitely not his fault. It is still my fault. The burden still lies on me to check that thumbnail, make sure it's the relevant Ronaldo on the thumbnail, and to go from there. It shouldn't be the 96 one, and that, that's my fault. That's my issue. I should be much better than that. But like the way it is because I'm always doing 100 things at once whilst I'm in the office. Is I get that thumb, I just stick it on the video and I go, because I asked what I asked for and that's what he gave me. I should have just looked at the thumbnail, seen it was a 96 and said, actually, can I just get the 94 Ronaldo instead? Would have taken me like 30 seconds to get it changed. I'll get it changed over the next day or so to make sure it represents the right Ronaldo that we was playing with and not the wrong one. But yeah, you absolutely entitled to your opinion there, Bart, and you're very right. It was unnecessary. That was my mistake, and I'll try and be far more vigilant in the near future. Just Mark something says you went from Futmas Carroll to 94 Ronaldo, 0 100 to 100 real quick. Obviously, they're not comparable, right? They are worlds apart in terms of their abilities, their traits, their price, their stats, their stature in the game, their weak foots and skill moves, they are worlds apart. However, I would still argue the case that if I played 100 games with Ronaldo and 100 games with Carroll, I reckon I would still have a very similar output in terms of goals to games and assists included. With that being said, though, I think that like some of the games this weekend league that I played where Ronaldo just single-handedly saved me or won me games, that's where Andy Carroll would fall short. And somebody made the observation a few videos ago and said, you know, it's all well and good scoring 5 goals with like a Jesus when the game's dead and buried and it doesn't mean anything, but it's about those times where that one goal, where that one chance means something. And that's where I think you get the most value out of the icons. And there have been multiple weekend leagues over the last 6 months where if I was more efficient with my team building, or if I just did get the overly meta prime icons, I might have ended up getting a few extra wins. You know, on the weekends that I finished 33 wins twice this year and 34 wins twice. Those weekends where I got 33 wins twice, if I did have like a Ronaldo-esque player up front instead of the players that I was using, maybe he would have been enough to get me to that 34 win mark, which might have been had huge positive implications on the series. It's all about just doing what feels right at the time, you know, and at the time for me throughout this year, it felt right to do what I did. You know, it felt right to buy the Team of the Year players when I bought them. That ended up being the totally wrong thing to do, but it's about doing what feels right for me and what feels right for the series. And yeah, you know, it felt right this weekend to buy that Henry and Ronaldo, and it feels right to sell them as well. My gut instinct is telling me that in another 2 weeks, Ronaldo will be at 2.8 million or less, and Henry will be at 800,000 or less. My gut instinct is telling me that at the start of Team of the Season, Ronaldo will be down at 2.5 million or less. There was also another Ronaldo comment. Where are we? Yeah, so here from Hamza says, "Hey Nep, since we've discussed R9's ability to be an endgame player compared to other players such as Team of the Year Kane, I would love to know what your main endgame team looks like. I know it's difficult to specify it, but it may just give us an idea with the icons we know are in the game and cards we expect to come in Team of the Season, etc. Maybe you can put it in a video in a week where there isn't much to do in-game. And over the months left in the game, we can see how much progress you're making. Excited to hear your thoughts about what you see as an end game. Much love, keep up the good work." And after reading that and stuff, like my end game team will probably have prime icon Ronaldo in it. I just won't build it until like the end of the game, or at least through Team of the Season, because right now, like, and let's be clear, I think R9 Ronaldo is actually one of the most valuable SBCs you can get. He is currently selling, well, Footbin says he's 3.5 million coins, but that doesn't take into consideration the fact that you can build icons for far cheaper than you can put them into the Footbin like app, right? So, for example, it says for Ronaldo an icon, exchange an icon, that says it's 350,000 coins. But you can create an icon for 250,000 coins. So Ronaldo requires 5 icons, so you can effectively shave off immediately 500,000 coins from that SBC. So Ronaldo SBC is actually about 3 million coins. If you had nothing in your club, you're looking at 3 million coins. You then, of course, get back. Where are we? You get back a 100k pack, a Jumbo Premium Gold pack, a Jumbo Premium Gold pack, a Jumbo Premium Gold pack, a Premium Gold Players pack, another Jumbo Premium Gold pack, another Jumbo Premium Gold pack, a Rare Gold pack, a Mega pack, a Prime Gold Players pack, and 4 more 100k packs. So you get 5 100k packs and a whole bunch of other packs that will generate you at least 200,000 to 300,000 coins so long as you sell the cards at relevant times. So you are looking at an absolute maximum of 2.7 million to craft that Ronaldo right now. And I think that is actually very good value for money. And if I already had like a sick team and a crap ton of coins and a team that I was happy with, or if I just had like another few million coins, right now if I sold everything, I'd have about 6 to 6.2 million coins. If I had 7.5 to 8 million coins, I would probably be like, hey, let's just do it. You know, 3 million coins gone, we still got 5 million coins for Team of the Season, no problem. But I also believe that during Team of the Season, and again, this is a lot based on last year. And I know prices will be different this year compared to last year. People are more knowledgeable on the market because of what happened last year. People will be hoarding cards, waiting for guaranteed Team of the Season SBCs. But because of I know that Team of the Season cards will be very high rated and very, very cheap. That the cost of the SBCs will go down. For example, the 87 rated squad is currently 600,000 coins, and that includes an icon, right? So you could actually get that icon for 250,000 coins, and then you need 10 players that are 87 rated outside of that. Last year, the 87 rated Team of the Season cards were literally 20,000 coins. So 10 players would cost you 200,000 coins, and that's minimum at 87 rated. And you might be able to do it cheaper, because you might be able to buy 3 or 4 90 rated Team of the Season cards for like 25k, and then get 84s and 85s. I reckon right now it says it's 600,000 coins for the 87 rated squad. I reckon you could probably do it for about 300,000 coins, maybe 350,000 coins at a push later on in the year. So I think you'll be able to get the Ronaldo SBC for under 2 million coins at least, maybe even 1.8, 1.7 million coins during Team of the Season. So during Team of the Season, I'm excited for many reasons, because not only are we going to get a whole bunch of awesome players that we're going to use, love, hate, sell, buy. It's going to be like a great time for squad building and stuff, but it's going to open up a world of the ability to do lots of prime icons for us. With that being said, the prime icon SBC right now is 250,000 coins, give or take. It actually went down to 230 when I look at it on Footbin. Yesterday, I don't know why it's gone up since. Yesterday it went down to 220,000 coins, and now it's back up to 250,000 coins. I don't know why the market shifted so quickly there and came back up, but even still, 250,000 coins for a prime icon. I'm tempted to do 2 or 3 of them on this account. We've nearly done one of them anyway. We've got a few more 85 rate players to buy so that we can complete it. I've nearly completed one of them. So let's say we get that one. I might dedicate 500,000 coins and go and get 2 more, because that way I've then got 3 icons for a total of around, well, it'd be about 600,000 coins for me, because I've did the rest of it through the grinding method. So about 600,000 coins for me to get 3 baby icons that then, along with Rui Costa and Frank Rijkaard, I now have my 5 icons for Ronaldo should I want to do him, or if the icon market like changes or such, you know, basically I've got like a really good opportunity to go and get a prime icon for cheap, because once that baby icon SBC disappears, the price of icons in general right now is a lot higher than it was when that SBC came out. So when the SBC came out, those icons went down to about 280, 285,000 coins. Well, now they are, now the cheapest icon is 350,000 coins. So if I wanted to buy, if I wanted to buy 2 icons now to dump into an SBC, that's going to cost me 700,000 coins, but I can craft 3 icons for 600,000 coins. So I think, you know, and who knows, if we craft the icons, we might get a Vieira or an Henry or a Ronaldo or a Ferdinand or a Maldini, or someone that's going to be usable, a Ronaldinho, even a Crespo, you know, Pele, a Maradona. We might get someone sick out of those 3 icons. We might get 3 trash bag icons, and then, hey, we've got 3 icons spare for when we want to use them for SBCs, but we might get someone absolutely incredible, and it will go straight into our team. So I think, well, we've still got a few days on that icon SBC, so let me know what you guys think. I'm definitely going to complete the one, because we've nearly done it anyway. I'm not gonna craft it either, because it's just taking me too long. I just don't have the time to sit there and grind as much as I wish I was able to. So I'm gonna buy the last 6 players that I need instead of grind for them. But then let me know if you think we should do 2 more icons as well, because if we do 3 icons, we can make a video out of it, open all 3 at once. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be truly, truly great. But I want your opinion on it, of course. Another comment was from Alex Reeve. He says, Team of the Season Jorgensen last year had 68 composure, but was one of your favourite players. Maybe it's not as vital as you think. I do believe it is as vital as I think. And we actually had a response to Alex Reeve from Uncreative Name. He says, he always stated last year that he often missed sitters, but he's able to create a lot of chances, so he was great, but he was not clinical. And that was before he could have even known about composure, so it was definitely important. And I remember that a lot. I love that Jorgensen card, but there were so many occasions last year where I was like, how has he missed that? Like, what is going on? And as Alex Reeve said, he had 68 composure. Now, I've talked about the importance of composure a lot this year, in my opinion, but what I didn't talk about is when it's important. And composure, in my opinion, based on the information that we've got from EA and my feel in the game, is that composure is important when you're being pressed by defenders. If you're in acres of space, it doesn't matter how much composure you have, because the stat is not being affected because it has no pressure. But if you're being pressed, if you're being pressured, then yeah, of course, it's going to have an effect. So, you know, team of the season, Jorgensen was so good. He was so fast, so strong, like, he had perfect shooting stats. So when he got space, if there was no one pressing him, he'd bang it in. As soon as the defender was in the vicinity, he's going to start feeling pressure there. He's going to miss chances. So yeah, I think what we have this year, though, which we didn't have last year, is that upgraded cards get upgraded composure. Team of the season, Jorgensen had 68 composure last season, and his base card has 68 composure this season. If he gets another team of the season this year, I think he's got like 74 composure now or something, but he'll go up to like 86, 87, 88 composure in a team of the season card. It's going to make him incredible. Yeah, I'm very, very, very excited for team of the season this year once again. Thomas Ross says, in Kaka's attribute details, it says he has 99 penalties, but when assigning the roles on screen, it says he only has 94. Visual glitch or maybe something else. It literally, for some reason, it takes the stats of the base card of the player. So it takes his 80 rated card stats instead of his 92 rated cards. So yeah, it's literally just a visual glitch. I did have a couple more comments as well, but I feel like this is a good time to end the video. I'll read the... Oh no, I already read that one. So I actually just have one more. So let's actually get through it. Let's finish it off completely. Aditya Singh says, I think the biggest problems with the value of icons and them not being worth it is because you can find alternatives that do the same thing for less. And let's try and delve a little bit deeper and say not the same thing necessarily, but at the very least a very similar thing for less. However, I think that the reason of that is because of chem styles. You look at Bailly and Ferdinand, giving a shadow chem style card to both of them makes them such similar cards, in a sense, to a point that the extra 800,000 coins just isn't worth it because you can use a skill to make up for the little less stats. In my opinion, if chem styles were removed, the icons would be much more worth it because there would be less ways to make cards resemble these stats that the icons have. Team of the Year Kane would be nowhere near Ronaldo because you couldn't use a chem style to boost his stats to resemble Ronaldo and his insane stats. Just a thought, and good work with the vids. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that a lot. I agree with you in general. I think you can get like cheap alternatives of icons all over the place. And I've actually seen a lot of the pro players say that the 93 Hullet and the 96 Ronaldo are not worth it. Gorilla tweeted that they're both trash. Tass tweeted that Hullet was trash. Like, these guys aren't enjoying these cards. And the reason why I think they're not enjoying these cards is because they're already playing with the 94 Ronaldo and the 90 Hullet, who are both so very good in the hands of exceptional players, to the point where these new cards with these upgrades, the upgrade just isn't enough to notice. So they're playing with a card that they're like, well, this is just terrible. This is the same. It's the same. They've wasted millions of coins for the same. So I think that's reasonable. And then if you did take out chem styles, yeah, once again, like one of the biggest players of the year this year in terms of being OP and being meta was Anthony Martial. Now, Martial's 82 rated card, as an 82 rated card, would be trash. He's an 81 left forward and 81 striker. He has 92 acceleration and 90 sprint speed, but he only has 81 finishing and 84 shot power. He only has 78 composure. He doesn't have the greatest stamina or strength. But once you whack that Hunter Chem style on him, he goes up to an 86 striker and an 86 left forward. He gets 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, 91 finishing, 94 shot power, 94 positioning, and it doesn't represent Anthony Martial. It represents a really over-engaged, hyped up version of him, and so people are able to use this because with his 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, his good height and his good traits, because he has very good traits, tries to beat defensive line, finesse shot, flair, speed dribbler and technical dribbler, it makes him an absolute monster, and it makes him as good as someone that he shouldn't be as good as in this game. So yeah, I think definitely a reworking of chem styles or how chemistry is interpreted in this game could be incredible for team building, for player value, for getting value out of Icon SBCs and such. It definitely could be good. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rate and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.